Oh, Jeremy, you know what's exciting about this podcast?
I know what's exciting about this podcast.
I think you do. Yeah.
I just figured that out.
I want Jeremy to say it.
It's the Ocho Ocho.
Oh!
The Ocho Chocho.
It is, in fact. This is the Gamer Reaction Podcast, Ochocho.
Ochocho. I think that's an enemy in Final Fantasy.
Oh, the Ochocho.
The Ochocho.
Wait, what number is it?
88, Diana. I thought you spoke Spanish.
Is it really 88? It's not.
No, I'm lying because it's hilarious and I couldn't wait till next week.
I couldn't contain myself.
Podcast 88.
Like,
really?
oh, I thought of it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck the numerical system. We're going straight to 88. I mean, I think I did that with 85.
Out of everyone.
Yeah, right. This is podcast number 88, or Ocho Ocho, or Ochocho.
Ochocho.
If you say that we're really, really fast, you start to move into like the vein of a very naughty Spanish word.
Ochocho.
88.
No, you have to go ocho 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 ocho.
So Choi, is that what I'm getting? Choi.
Choi.
For all of our Hispanic
let's
and
just
general
curse at them.
Spanish-speaking listeners out there, Choi. Now we're gonna move on.
No,
His
that's
podcast swear word.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand what it means. Chrono understands what it means.
He does. You offended him.
He's a Spanish-speaking cat.
There he is.
Hola, little Cronito.
Cronito.
Oh man.
Right. Anyway,
Let's do
video
this.
games.
Like
We
this.
play them. We
Let's
talk
do
about
this.
them occasionally.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
going to
think
start us off hard and fast, and then I'm going to slow down, and we'll take our time and enjoy everything.
Yeah, we've had our foreplay.
But here we go for the initial thrust of conversation.
This podcast is rated NC-17.
Hey, this podcast has been rated R since day one, so fuck them.
It has. It really has.
No, so this past Tuesday, I picked up
Tuesday.
For me, it was a Tuesday. I picked up the Ico Shadow of the Colossus HD remake.
But Jared picked that up as well.
Yeah, and it's quite good. It hasn't changed any of the gameplay at all. It's gotten just a facelift, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because obviously it wasn't broke, so it didn't need fixing.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I've listened to, sorry, I've listened to. For those of you who can't see, I put on a concerned look for just a moment. I've listened to a lot of people's opinions concerning the game and their graphics, their respective graphics. I've read some things, and I've seen them for myself. I have a nice television. It looks good. Now, here's where I'm going to possibly deviate from popular opinion. I don't think the graphics are mind-blowing. I think the graphics are better than they were in, 2001 and 2005, respectively.
I have to look back on that, but yeah.
I know Shadow was 2005. I think Ico was 2001, but I'm not positive. But anyway, long time ago, right? And they were pretty when they came out. Like, both of those games had great graphics when they came out.
It's stylistic too, so it's not like you have like your crisp shading and everything like that. It's just like or crisp graphics.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, even then, these were phenomenal graphics on both of those games.
Right. Alex, I have to stop you for just a second.
Okay.
Move your head to the left a little bit.
He looks like a Cyclops, doesn't he?
No, he's got the computer screen. Well, now Jeremy, you're doing it too. The computer screen is reflecting
How's that, Chris?
in your one. Well, the computer screen is reflecting in your one glasses, and so it looked like you had like a computer display for an eye.
Okay, so see now that's all I can look at.
I have to agree with you. When I first saw the screens and the videos of the release of the the HD, I thought the same thing. I was like, you know what? This game, it looks like how I remember it. Pretty much.
That's exactly what I was going to drive at. To finish out the thought, I was going to say that I'm not looking at these games and saying, wow, they look so great, they've done such a good job of updating them and whatnot. What I'm looking at them with is the same eyes that I looked at them with in 2001 and 2005. In 2001, when I played Ico, I saw it and I saw, hey, this is a really pretty game. I'm not remembering it any different than the way I'm seeing it right now.
You're looking at it with your mind's eye.
Well, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, well, this is how it's always looked.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And obviously it hasn't. If you do a side-by-side comparison,
right,
the new one will be decidedly better.
Right.
But I'm not doing side-by-side. I'm just playing through Shadow of the Colossus, and I'm thinking, yes, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I had this experience where when I went back and played Perfect Dark, because it was my favorite games on the N64, I went back and played it years later after I'd been playing 360 and stuff, and it was so blurry that I couldn't even play it. My eyes just weren't able to process it.
It's terrible.
Yeah, if you go back and try and play Shadows of the Empire.
Oh, fucking forget it. Hey, let's go bust out Dark Forces and talk about good graphics.
Yeah, exactly. They don't hold up.
They don't. Games like these two, however, they do.
Yeah.
It's a bit tougher to get over it, but they're not so far removed. They're only PS2 generation. It's only a generation behind. Ico happened to be towards the beginning of its lifespan,
right?
But for the time that it came out, it was a gorgeous game. Mm-hmm. So I see what you're saying, Jeremy. Obviously, it's not the same because we're talking about Nintendo 64 versus PlayStation 2.
But you remember it better in your mind.
You absolutely do.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to convey is that
Diana.
The way I'm seeing. Okay, bye, Diana. The way I'm seeing it is the way I remember seeing it back in the day.
That's kind of how I approached it as well. When I saw those screens, I was like, you know what? This is how I remember it.
Yeah.
So I did not get very excited about it. My friend Jared, however, was all over it.
You wouldn't want to replay them. You wouldn't want to replay it. I mean, if anything, not about the graphics, and at least for the story wise. Because at least with Ico, you.
And I'm gone.
You get to play the second quest, quote unquote, of
Well,
hang on.
Ico.
We'll have to go back because I disconnected.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Continue.
No, hold on. We keep losing people.
Yeah, well, we lost me, and I'm recording the podcast.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
So we'll have to go back and talk what we were mentioning. Who are you hosting this, Alex?
Yeah? Someone else want to host?
Your internet sucks.
I don't know what's happening.
Because I had a server issue. That's what it was saying.
I have full reception.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's take 2 steps back.
We did. There was a break, just as I was about to say about the second quest thing.
Yeah. Well, what was the second? No, before the second quest, you were saying something about replaying the story.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So do you? I mean, you say that you're not excited about it, but don't you at least, if anything besides the graphics, besides that, do you not at least want to play it because of the second quest, the addition of the getting to play it as the princess again, or and having sort of that alternate.
No, honestly that's not a big driving force for me.
Unless I'm mistaken, when you play through it the second time, a second player can play as Yorda.
I thought there was a. I thought when I went to the Sony event, that's what the press woman said. Okay.
You're right. Yeah, you can play as Yorda instead of playing as the boy. And then also, when you play through it a second time, all of Yorda's gobbledygook is subtitled, like the boys.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, here's some arcane symbols. Guess what she's saying? Flurfin. But I didn't buy them because I so much had this great desire to replay those games, because I think we all know how I feel about replaying things. But the fact, by sheer virtue of the fact that I don't have a backwards compatible PS3 and I don't own a PS2 anymore, I own both of those games on the PlayStation 2 and I can't play them.
You can't play them.
So, so that was the big one for me. Also, I had in-store credit and it was only $40, so I ended up not spending a penny.
Oh.
But as soon as I dove into Shadow of the Colossus, I turned it on for the first time, and I didn't stop playing until I'd beaten 7 Colossi. I was like, oh yeah, this game is good.
Yeah, it's certainly a good game. I just I didn't have that draw that a lot of people had to go back and get these games again. I was like, I played them. I played the story. I know what's up.
But what's really great about the fact that they remixed and re-released these games is that there are a lot of people out there who didn't get to play them.
Yeah, no,
before.
that's awesome.
They didn't have a PS2, or they didn't get into gaming until just recently, or they just didn't interest them at the time, or whatever. I don't think, Jeremy, you haven't played either of these games, have you?
Nope, I haven't, and they're now on my list.
Yeah,
and that's going to be.
Those are good. They're good games.
That's awesome.
They're really excellent games. So obviously we're not gonna, because these are essentially new releases, we won't talk about story or anything, because they both have really good stories that are told in a really minimalist way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
cool.
they're both. I mean, it depends on the individual, but they tend to be emotion evoking, thought provoking stories. That when you see the credits roll, you go, "Damn, that was a really good experience."
Yeah, I mean, they're really a satire on life, man.
Shut up.
With a happy ending.
There's a lot of dramatic irony to be found in these games.
No, both very, very, very fine games. Double fine, I might say.
They are
double fine. That way.
So that's what I've been playing. That and the fact that I can't play goddamn Assassin's Creed Brotherhood because my goddamn computer is goddamn broken. I haven't had time to fix it. I don't know what the problem is. I know what the problem is, but I don't know how to fix the problem. And and I've been in school and out fucking nerding in other ways, and just haven't had a whole lot of time.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
I have my laptop, I can do all the functions that I need. I just can't play games. Ugh.
But what
a hard life I have. Ugh.
Hey. Hard Knocks life.
It's a hard...
For us.
It's a hard knock life for...
Yeah, let's actually not start singing.
Daddy
Hey, you know what Podcast 89 is the Game Reaction Podcast, the musical.
Yeah.
Did I get that one?
Heck yeah.
See, we said that Podcast 100 would be the musical, so...
Oh, well, start gearing up. You got 3 months.
3 months for your years of podcasts.
Oh my god, that might be the first podcast of 2012.
Really?
Podcast 100 might be the first podcast of 2012. Or the last podcast of 2011. I'm not sure.
You know what would be really sad?
What?
If it was the second podcast of 2012.
Well, you know what? We'd skip a week.
Yeah, we'd skip a week.
Or we'd do something. Or whatever. Actually, I think it might end up being the first week or the last week because we missed a week.
Yeah.
Anyway. So anyway, that's what I've been playing. What about you guys? Anything exciting going on?
I just finished Trenched.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was the single player?
It's good. You know, that's it's an interesting thing they've done here. They've basically combined kind of mech warrior with tower defense.
Yeah. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, it works well. They did a great job with that game. I mean, that's all I can really say is that it's tower defense with mech warrior. like you run around shooting stuff and you place towers down.
Now, have you tried out the multiplayer at all?
I have not tried out the multiplayer yet.
Gotcha.
But I imagine it's going to be roughly the same type of experience, but with another person. They may ramp up the enemies, I'm sure.
Well, that's Xbox Live, right?
Yes, that is Xbox Live Arcade.
And is that 1,200 points?
Yeah, it was one of the Xbox Live Arcade Summer of Arcade games.
So many points. That's a lot of points.
That's $15.
It's a lot of points for an Xbox Live game, but you have to sort of you have to sort of say that like it is like like some I don't remember who was it that said that that the Xbox Live points or the price of these downloadable games are going to go up as the quality of the game goes up. Well, you'll have like a full.
Well, yeah,
that's only natural.
There aren't any games that are over 1,200 points, and you gotta. I mean, like, also keep in mind, $15, 1,200 points. That's the same price that Limbo was when it came out. It's the same price that Bastion was when it came out. It's the same price that
Bastion,
Outland was.
Well, I think Bastion, Dust, Lost,
all the Summer of Arcade games, except for Fruit Ninja, were 1,200 points. Fruit Ninja was 800 points.
Yeah.
Fruit Ninja and Gunslinger come as a package now.
Yeah.
Gunstringer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Gotta
man.
get that right.
Trenched, good game, and it comes with a free little avatar guy.
Oh, does
that
it?
You pick up. Well, you have to play through some of the game first, but
I like avatar guys.
Exactly, like it comes with a little trench guy that walks around.
Oh, but then I'd have to give up my little flying saucer.
Yeah, see, that's my next move. I think I'm gonna have to buy their Shadow Planet.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I know.
Twisted Shadow Planet.
Yeah, I played the demo and I was like, "Wow, this game is pretty fun."
Yeah, it's very similar to Metroid. It shares a lot in common with Metroid.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Solar Jetman.
Yeah, I mean, it really just kind of combines those two things and does a really good job.
Yeah, it's basically Solar Jetman and Metroid, and you have
Solar Jetroid.
Solar Jetroid. There you have it. Oh, and let me tell you, I just finally got around to playing these demos of the Xbox Live Summer of Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I played the Bastion demo.
Uh-huh.
I finally understand what Alex is talking about. Holy cow. The boy picked up this. The boy did this. And he walked over here.
He waited around a little while.
Yeah, and he waited around.
Shit.
Yeah. I mean, while that is kind of charming and like an interesting
It's
thing
only
to
in the first. The thing is that you can't like it's only in that first like section. After that,
I can. It's a demo. They chose to give me that whole first section with the narrator as a demo.
Well, there's an introduction of it, and then after that, there really isn't any more narration until you actually like, of course, beat like a level or get a new weapon or something. Other than that, everything else is
And the boy found a bracelet, a lost love, and then he found a gun. That was a gun.
Yeah.
But, well, it is charming and like it was an interesting new little device to throw into a game like that.
It's only in the first level, guys. You need to give it.
That's like saying, oh well, the first chapter of the book is balls, but the rest of it's good. Well, it's like, no, I finished the first chapter. I don't want to read anymore. I didn't enjoy the first chapter. I'm not going to keep reading.
To be fair, I think it's a fine game.
Oh, sure.
That's like saying, here's a lovely steak dinner, but the first 2 bites are going to taste exactly like poop.
But if you just power through it,
doesn't taste like food.
No, I mean it's a charming additive. It's just it's a little silly, a little bit silly.
In the beginning, and
we
then after that the game.
We got it.
I know, I'm just
You know.
defending it.
It stops. You don't have to defend it. You didn't make the game.
Yes,
No
I
one's
did.
attacking you.
Yes, I did. I have stock in it.
Like, I know you enjoyed the game, and we can all appreciate that. It's a finely made game.
It's a fine game.
I'm just saying.
Like the narration part was a little silly. I
got
found
a little
myself
old.
playing the boy.
So,
The boy.
Jeremy, have you had any time to play anything lately?
Yes, I have.
What have you been playing?
Just polished off Death Spank, The Baconing.
Ooh!
Now, Jeremy is a Death Spank connoisseur. This guy has played every one of them now, right? Was it 3?
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Have you guys played them at all?
I
No.
played
I haven't.
the 20-minute timed demo when it came out, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it enough to justify spending money on it.
Well, yeah, this one, I liked the first one a lot. The second one I liked less because they brought more like guns into it, like like machine guns, stuff like that. This one, they kind of reeled it back to what I thought made the first one great, which was like all sorts of wacky swords and crossbows and just ridiculous themes as you go from land to land, and really well-timed, funny, humorous dialogue. So it had a lot of that. And, I mean, decent length game for, a downloadable. I definitely played it for, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 good long sittings.
Hey, can you tell
So there's a lot to do in it.
what type of game is it? Real quick, I don't really know much about these games at all.
It's like a miniature Legend of Zelda meets your typical open world RPG, where you go around and you smack enemies with your various swords and crossbows, and you have a main quest that you follow along, and then you have various side quests that you can choose to do or not do, and they're labeled as unimportant things I need to do. You get different armor types. Generally speaking, you just get armor that's progressively better than other armor that you already had, and you end up in about 20 ridiculous outfits throughout the course of the game.
Is it top down perspective?
Yes, it's not really top down because it's it's kind of like a curved world. Like you can see the horizon, and it kind of comes towards you as you're walking north, in a really kind of cool paper, kind of like Paper Mario in a way where everything's flat. You can tell all the elements are flat, but there's a 3-dimensionality to them that's actually pretty fun to look at. So.
Chris, think King Kai's planet. It's like that, except bigger.
Nice. All right, got it.
It's also, I believe, forgive me if I misuse this word. I believe it's an isometric view, which is like Diablo, Torchlight, that type of 3/4.
Like dungeon crawler.
Yeah, it's definitely more like 3/4, but it's not like a flat 3/4.
No. Yeah, it's got that curving horizon. I always like that, and it curves on the sides a little bit too, doesn't it? Or is it just in the top?
Mainly in the top.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, the level design, it's not perfectly a perfect sphere either. There's ups and downs as you're going through from side to side. So.
Yeah, and I think in general it plays very similar to a Torchlight type of dungeon crawler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
With a lot of humor.
Yeah, a ton of humor. So, it's good stuff. I think this one I just played I like even better than the first one. I can't say that about the second one. The second one I didn't like as much as the first one, but it was still very good. The quest revolves around taking a bunch of thongs and burning them in bacon grease. How can you go wrong?
The best Saturday night I could possibly think of.
To save the world.
Yeah.
Naturally. So, verdict?
Verdict, get it, buy it, and there'll be more of them.
Do you need the original?
Okay, you don't. Like, you can have a perfectly enjoyable time playing this game if this is your first Death Spank experience, and, it'll be gentle. But if you've played the first two, you do get, like, more background. It helps if you've played the first two because, like, it'll be, I don't know, you get more of the... It's not like the jokes are ungettable, but,
you get more
there's more in it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are these PlayStation exclusives, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I don't remember seeing them on Xbox.
No, those are PS3 only.
Interesting.
Fake. Check it out.
How's Dead Island going?
Dead Island is going well. I'm about... I went on a binge of it last night, and I'm now 20% of the way through the main quest. I haven't left the resort yet.
Oh.
And there's apparently at least like 2 or 3 other big areas besides the resort. But yeah, it's cool. Oh yeah, I have to make a correction. Last time I talked about Dead Island, I said that when you're playing the analog combat style, you kind of like plant your feet and you swing, and then you let go and you can move again.
Right.
Total bullshit, that turns out.
No.
It's just that I wasn't using the other analog stick because I was busy swinging. I could move the entire time, and I didn't know it.
Oh my god.
So the game's become a little bit easier since I've been able to actually sidestep blows.
Oh my god, Jeremy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Super duper.
Yeah, that game is also awesome. Yeah. Good zombie bashing fun.
Has anybody, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll be a little disappointed because I'm looking at all 3 of you. Has anybody been playing Gears of War 3?
I haven't.
It's on my to-do list. It was like as soon as that game came out, I was going to play that game, and I haven't played it yet.
I think we should explain that noise is actually Chrono purring into the microphone.
No, it's Diana.
It's me. I'm sorry, guys.
Chrono loves you. Chrono loves our fans. He wants to get he wants to put his 2 cents in.
Yes, it's true. I thought for the longest time I thought it was Chris gargling. I still think it's just weird.
Yeah, because Chris just does that when he's bored. He just gargles.
He's just like. No, I haven't been playing Gears of War 3. I've been playing other things. So.
What I thought when I was like I should play this game is that I feel like I don't remember the first 2 as well as I want to going into the third because it really kind of plays out like a trilogy.
Yeah.
And I want to go back and play the second one, especially because the second one had such a kind of like epic feeling storyline that seems to kind of like lead into this one. And beyond that, I want to play the first one again so I remember what happened initially.
Yeah.
So that when I play the third one, I can appreciate the story more.
Well, that's why they created Wiki.
Yeah. But you know how wikis go. It's like you read one article, and it's like, oh, blah, 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 mid-sentence, there's a link. Hey, what's that? Oh, blah, 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 mid-sentence, there's a link. What's that? Oh, it's 12 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or 4 in the morning.
And you have, 12 windows open, and you're not sure where you started.
So what have you been playing then, Diana?
I've been gone for a while. So I don't know if people knew, but I went to the Gears of War 3 launch, which was cool, and got some stuff. So I played a little bit of that at the launch. I played Gears of War, but it's just like, oh, who's playing it? Oh, let me join in and play a little bit. So I don't really know what the story is, and I'm not ashamed to say that. So what I have been playing is I actually went back. I don't know if people remember I was saying I'm going to go back and play over some of these games that I've had, I've actually been playing Beyond Good and Evil, and I'm sort of in the last leg of that.
Really?
I'm finishing it. Yeah, finishing it.
Again?
Well, I played halfway through it and then put it down because something shiny came along.
Oh, I know that all too well.
Yeah. So I put it down, I picked it up again and started playing it. And like now I'm like almost to the end. So I put that down for like a little bit, and I've been playing Catherine, actually.
Oh, really?
I've been playing Catherine, and that has been awesome.
Excellent.
What
Is it twisted?
a fun, frustrating, and really like gripping game. Like when you like, there's like the story involved in that, and there's also like the there's like there's like the story involved in that, and like you have like your choices and like what like how I'm trying not to reveal things like and like the choices that you make affect the direction in which the story goes, which I thought was awesome.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This always happens. Why does this always happen when I'm talking? What are you guys laughing at?
No. It wasn't anything weird that you said. You had described. You had used all these great descriptors. Gripping. Engaging. Whatever. And then he said, it's got this story. And it just this little tickle in me, and it just wouldn't go away. I've gotten my laugh out. I'm done. And then, of course, me holding my laugh in was making Jeremy smile.
Makes Jeremy Mr. Giggle Pants over there.
So anyway, I got it out of my system.
Appropriate giggles.
I genuinely was listening and am interested because this game did look very interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's really. It's really cool. I mean, you have your guy Vincent / Spike / he looks like like
Spike Spiegel.
Like Spike Spiegel, but his name is Vincent, and the story is that he's in this relationship with this woman named Catherine with a K, for as far back as like. It's not implied how many years they've been dating, but they've been dating for a while now. What is that?
Oh, that was a long time.
Oh, okay, I was like,
it's sign language.
Or the sign of a very, very large mackerel.
Excellent.
I like to use fish as units of measurement. Please continue.
And so he's been dating this girl, Catherine, for however many long, and so they've been. Yes, I know I said that wrong. Jeez.
However many mackerel. And so they're kind of doing all right. They've been in this relationship for a while, and she's trying to push it along, and he's just trying to keep it as is because he doesn't want anything to change. Because he's a man.
Because he's a guy, and then one day. This after drinking it at this bar, he meets this other girl named Catherine, and there's a funny like picture of that, a funny animation of when he finds out that the woman's name is Catherine, and he ends up.
Is it Catherine with a C?
Catherine with a C. And they end up having an affair and all this other stuff, and so you have to sort of try and essentially juggle both of these women at the same time while that's happening, and you have like Catherine with the C is like Catherine with her freedom. Catherine with a K is Catherine the one who's like the stable relationship, the marriage, the kids, and all that other shit, and then. As all of this is happening, there's also like like this mystery going around town of these men who are dying in their sleep, and that's where the puzzle aspect comes in.
Are these men really old?
No, they're all in their 30s.
Oh, okay. That is a mystery then.
Yes, they're all in their 30s and they're all dead the exact same way. So they think that there's like
men all over the place are dying peacefully.
Yeah, I know. They look. It's actually kind of scary the way they look.
So how does the game play?
I was just about to say that that's where the puzzle part of it is that, you know, whenever Spike goes to sleep, he goes into this, like...
Uh-oh.
Goes into what?
Goes into a knife, apparently.
Nightmare state. Nightmare.
Oh, there
state.
she is. Okay.
Where like it's kind of like Q*bert, where Spike has to where Vincent has to jump up these blocks, and like the puzzle is trying to maneuver the blocks to get to the top, and holy shit, while you're going up, there's like either this baby monster coming at you, and you know, with their super attack, or like there's
it's just a baby
things
monster.
of iced. Oh no, it's not. It's horrifying.
Well, have you ever played Q*bert? That guy's freaky.
That guy is freaky. But all in all, it's like it's really great because it has those puzzle elements. If you like puzzles, and like the pressure behind that, just know that and expect that you're going to die a lot.
Oh, so it's like Demon Souls.
A lot. A lot. And so your decisions as you progress through the game in the cutscenes and in the like in between the puzzles sort of determine which direction the story goes. Do you choose freedom? Do you choose a life of responsibility, or do you choose a life of freedom, or do you choose a life of sin and naughtiness?
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So it's good. I'm loving it. I
Very
couldn't put it down.
good.
Yes.
But
Also
clearly
been
she was
Fruit
gracious
Ninja.
enough to put it down so that she could do the podcast.
Yes, exactly.
Consider
I've also been
yourself
playing
very
Fruit
lucky.
Ninja.
What's that?
I've also been playing Fruit Ninja, and that was fun.
Scoff.
What is Fruit Ninja? Is it what it sounds
boy.
like a bunch of fruit flies up in the air and you slice at it?
Yeah, it's an iPhone game. It was originally an iPhone game. You can actually buy it on I think on your iPhone for like no, it's free, and then if you want to like upgrade it, you can make it you can pay more money.
If you want to like upgrade from cantaloupe to honeydew.
Yeah.
yeah, watermelons. So yeah, you just like sort of
You basically act like a dick in front of your TV.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
I think the game is fun for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm like, okay,
Wow,
I'm
10,
done.
15 minutes.
No, that's not true. It's a party game. It's like literally, it's a party game that you bring out like when you're drinking with your buddies, and you just want to like. What?
I don't know. Alex, it is really
Why are
weird
you pointing
thing.
at yourself? Are you a party game, Alex?
I am the party. I'm all you need. I'm the party game.
It's
That's all you
ridiculous.
You just got to bring me to your party. I'll entertain you.
With Fruit Ninja.
I don't know. I honestly, I think I'd rather have Alex in my party than Fruit Ninja.
Well, I mean, come on. I'm a ninja. Well, I'm not a fruit.
What is going on?
Uh-oh.
Backed into
Yeah. I put my foot in the watermelon there. What does that even mean? So, two things that I wanted to throw out there. One is, since Diana mentioned difficulty and then I threw out Demon Souls, it should be noted that Dark Souls is coming out, I believe, on Thursday.
Right.
No, it's tomorrow.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was the 6th.
I thought it
Okay.
was tomorrow.
The
I mean, it
Dark
makes more sense if it's
Souls
tomorrow.
are coming.
But Dark Souls, if you're unfamiliar, Dark Souls is by the same team that made Demon Souls. And so it's not the same game. It's going to have a lot of similar themes and stuff in it. Expect to die a lot. And it is a kind of like an action RPG with intense difficulty. Beyond that, I'm not too terribly familiar. So what in the hell just happened?
Was that?
Something
Did you
happening
just-
at the Sally
Did you just
household.
film a fleeing Tara? She was terrified.
He was terrified.
sitting on a medicine ball with her sweatshirt
All right.
stuffed with a pillow. Anyway.
So that's coming out this week. Whether it's tomorrow or Thursday, it's probably tomorrow. I probably just
So does Rage.
Rage comes
Oh,
out this
nice.
week.
Yeah,
and
the
Rage
game
actually
that Alex convinced me not to pre-order.
Well, I'll tell you why. Rage looks very good. I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's a well-made game. It's just when Diana said, "Hey, I pre-ordered all these games," she was like, "Blah blah this that Rage," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I kind of had the same reaction.
You know, guys, Diana likes to vary it up a little bit. If I wasn't playing Catherine right now, I would totally stick to Rage.
Well,
okay?
I mean, that's like saying, "Hey, Alex, are you gonna get the new hockey game?"
Yeah.
No, of course not.
It's like,
but
hey,
if
Alex, I've been pre-ordered like Bastion and Catherine. And
I'd be like, that doesn't sound like very much like Chris.
Oh, and I pre-ordered Rage.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what?
Yeah. So, I mean,
there's nothing.
It threw me off.
I like to mix it up a little bit.
I don't think you do.
I told you. Actually, yes, I actually do. Thank you very much. You don't know me. You don't know me.
I'm antagonizing.
Yeah, you are. You're antagonizing.
You know me.
And like I said, I have played Rage. I know. I played. Technically, I was only supposed to play 2 hours of it, but I ended up playing 3 hours of it because they couldn't take it away from me. And so I was playing that, and I had a really good time with it, and I wanted to play some more. Do
not approach me unannounced, especially when I'm playing Rage.
Yes. Like, I mean, it's a really great game. From what I played in the beginning, and I really wanted to see more of it, and I wanted to see where it went.
But in a climate where money doesn't flow like water.
This is starting like a trailer. In a climate
where money doesn't flow like water.
In a world where one has to make choices, one woman must decide between a life of rage and a life of rock. Which game does she pre-order? Rage or Rocksmith?
Neither, apparently, according to Wachowski.
Those are the two games I told her. I tried to convince her not to pre-order.
No, he told me not to pre-order Rage. He told me not to pre-order Rocksmith.
And again, this is not due to the nature of the quality of these games or how excited I am about them. I was only thinking Rage seems out of place, and you've already got games that are coming out like within weeks that you really, really want. And Rocksmith is a very expensive game to buy because you're getting this guitar, so it's between like $175 and $200 depending on where you get it. It's just a lot of money to drop on a game, and I know that myself included, sometimes money's a little tight. And with so many great games coming out like back to back to back to back, sometimes you got to make choices.
I guess so.
Like that's the main deterrent to Rocksmith for me. I really want to play Rocksmith. I don't want to spend $200 on it.
Yeah. So do what I told Diana to do. Ask for it for Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Good plan.
So yeah, I really want to play Uncharted 3. I'm not gonna buy it.
Which, by the way, the multiplayer is out if you got a sandwich in Subway like last week or something.
Which
I
got tonight. I ate that motherfucker.
Did you got the multiplayer thing?
I ate that motherfucker.
You ate the multiplayer code?
I ate my beta key. No, I didn't get the meal, and I think you have to get the meal to get that.
Yeah, you have to get the meal.
Speaking of eating beta keys, as if somehow that's actually an appropriate segue, I got an email from BioWare the other day saying,
you got
"Hey,
that too,
yes, everybody did." Saying, "Hey, thanks for playing our beta. We'd love you to take this short survey, telling us what you think of it." And I was like, "Oh shit." I was in the beta and I didn't know.
Yes.
I missed the email or something. And so the first thing I did was I texted Chris, which I'm assuming he never got. He never responded. I was like, "Dude, apparently I'm in the Star Wars beta and I had no idea."
What's that?
I don't
think I got anything.
Well, here's what happened. I went and I scoured my Gmail account, desperately looking for that email that would have my beta key in it. I couldn't find anything, so I went on the BioWare website and I looked at the tester page and like double checked everything and this and that and the other, and I was finally like, all right, I don't see anything. So I sent them an email. I sent BioWare an email saying like, hey, so I got this email. I'm kind of confused. If I'm part of the beta, can you resend my key so I can play? If not, then what the fuck happened? And 2 days later, they sent out a mass email to everybody on their mailing list saying, so basically, we accidentally sent everybody on the BioWare mailing list, or everyone who's a part of the Star Wars The Old Republic community, an email saying, hey, thanks for being a part of the tester thing. Take this.
Yeah, that marketing intern was fired. By the way, I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
No, actually, no. I just made that up, but that's what
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That marketing intern or that marketing person just like just got in big shit.
Yeah.
That's so newbie and highly
Yeah.
you're unprofessional and like that.
It's an easy mistake to make. And let me tell you how I know. I've done that. Not for BioWare, but for a company that I worked for out in Los Angeles, where it was a music site. It was going to be like the Facebook of like bands and connecting and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And I found this like listserv program that sends stuff. You enter into emails and you send out all these emails, and it sends them one by one by one by one. Because if you send like a mass email, it's like spam and it gets blocked. But if you send them individually, it doesn't get blocked. So I found a program that sends them individually automatically. You just put in a list and it goes boom, 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 boom.
Boom.
I misspelled. I have bad spelling. I'm a horrible speller. I cannot proofread my own material. To say nothing about the fact that I had
it's a spellist.
that week. So I misspelled my boss's name badly. I called him Goldberg. His name is Goldberg, and it went to everybody he knew as like the big
nice.
Hey, guess what I've been up to? Surprise! This is going to be the big game-changing thing, and his name was misspelled in the subject line. So it's a very easy mistake to make because you just push the button and it goes.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, it's BioWare. They have like a list of like millions, It's like.
Yeah, so I wonder how many people actually got that email. I believe it's probably everybody that's part of the Star Wars community.
Yeah, it's everybody. It was everybody.
So yeah, that was kind of heartbreaking. I was all excited because I've been looking at the game more and more and thinking, oh, it really does look like it's going to be a really solid game.
Yeah.
Why can't ArenaNet just give me a fucking release date on Guild Wars 2 so I can make some decisions?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually sent an email to the rep for ArenaNet, and I was like, his name is Alex actually, and he sent a press release, and I was like, ugh, this looks so cool. Why do you keep teasing us on release dates? Just tell us when. And he was just like, ha 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 ha.
How do I get a fucking beta key?
Give me the beta key.
I'll sign a fucking 50-page NDA if you want. I don't care.
Seriously, I will buy a new computer. Like I will go and I will build a fucking awesome computer. If they
I would even go so far as to fix my current computer if it meant getting a beta key.
Yeah. So that's okay.
So there was that. That was one of the things that I wanted to mention was the Star Wars thing, and the other thing was something that I forgot.
Segway. iPhone that reminds me a lot of Limbo.
Wait,
but
hold on, Jeremy. You got to start over because Diana talked and Chris is fucking Captain Cold over there.
Yeah,
keeps sneezing and sniffing into the microphone.
He's very sick. Very sick.
This is true. I actually came home from work today.
Jesus God. Shut up.
Ah.
I got another game for you.
Okay.
For those of you out there looking for another game and you have an iPhone, it's called Naught, N-A-U-G-H-T, and it's got an art style similar to Limbo, and that's very dark and kind of like silhouette-y, and there's a vacuum cleaner. But you control the entire level by turning your iPhone. And the entire level turns, and the gravity, follows suit, and you have to find your way through these levels as this little cat-like creature with the eyeball flying around it that helps it out. And it's really cool. And one of the things that's really cool about it is you try it for free. You try first 2 levels for free, and then if you want to buy it, you get the first 15 levels. And then they continually release extra level packs that you can buy for like $1. So you get 15 more levels for $1. When they come up with 15 more, you get it for $1. And actually, even cooler than that, I went to the App Store the other day, and there was an update for it, and there was one free level. Just out of nowhere. It's like, hey, we're updating the app and fixing some bugs. Oh, by the way, here's a free level.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Cool stuff. You should check it out. It's called Not. And
how much is it?
I think I want to say it's $2 because I can't really remember, and that's the average.
Mm-hmm.
It was either $1 or $3.
Very nice.
It was $2. So there you go.
Something that came out today, or comes out. What's today? Comes out tomorrow is and I thought of Chris immediately, was Chrono Trigger.
Huh?
Explain.
Chrono Trigger comes out for the PSN tomorrow.
Oh, for the PSN.
Yeah, for PSN. As well as, I think some... Oh, fudge, what's the name of it? Portal 2 DLC. And it's going to be free.
What?
Yeah, free Portal 2 DLC comes out tomorrow, apparently.
I'm interested in this.
Mm-hmm. So check that out.
Oh, wait. My computer's broken.
Sublime.
Is it a single player? Is it like a single player DLC with like a story, or is it like extra levels for the co-op? Or
I'm not sure. I just remember that there was a DLC released tomorrow for for Portal 2.
Info fail.
You know what? If Chrono Trigger came out for the Xbox, I'd probably buy it. But because it's coming out for the PSN, I'm not going to do it.
Why?
I just
Why
don't.
not?
This doesn't support the PSN.
No, there's no achievements.
There's trophies.
It's not the same.
No, it really is, actually.
No.
It's just the same thing under a different
It's actually, the trophies are actually more intricate in their system than the achievement system is.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
They're
that's
not
but it's also the
achievements.
fact that it's intricate also is its downfall.
Fucking agree. The trophy system is not flawed because it has bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. That's like saying, all right, well, you've got 10-point achievements, 25-point achievements, 50-point achievements, and 100-point achievements, or whatever. Those are basically bronze, silver, gold, and platinum.
Tell you what, Alex, whatever it is, it does not have the draw as the achievements.
I agree.
It's because of the number.
get less
You can
excited about
quantify it.
It
You
just
can quantify an achievement. You can actually see the number and
see-
get higher up.
But the thing with the PlayStation is the trophy system. You actually level up. You get a certain number of trophies. Your level increases.
it doesn't like
It's
whatever
an
it is.
RPG.
Honestly,
I like the
dude,
second
I haven't even reset my PSN username and password.
If you don't want
should.
your PlayStation, I'll take it from you.
Chris, here's what you do, man. Here's what happens. You reset your bullshit, or whatever you need to do, and then you share your system with me,
Yes.
and I steal all your games, and then
Love
I
games.
give you my info, and you steal all of my
Are
games.
you sharing with Jeremy at the moment?
I was, and then all the crazy bullshit went down, and I never got Jeremy's info back. I don't know if he has my system.
Because we need to do the triangle trade of games.
I've got Phil's actually.
I think I have Phil's
Phil is a
too.
user.
I have Phil's as well. Or I had Phil's as well.
Phil is better at this than all of us combined.
No, you know who's an expert?
Dylan.
Is Dylan, Tom, Kendall, those guys down there. They have a system. They have a network of 4 people, and they go so far as to, like, when Infamous 2 came out, there was a digital download. They were like, all right, everybody put in $10.
Nice.
We'll buy Infamous 2 on this person's account, then give it to everyone else.
Exactly. This is what we need to do.
And that's what they do. When any game comes out, one person buys it, shares it with everyone, and then next time, it's the next person in the rotation's turn. It's a beautifully well-oiled system. And Chris, Jeremy, Diana, get on the ball. We need to set this up.
Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation.
That's you getting on the ball.
That's because Sam broke it. So
Sam broke your PlayStation that you didn't.
Not my place. No, it's not my PlayStation. It's a PlayStation that he got like for free, and or I don't know exactly what he got. But then like one day he got really mad over something, and now it doesn't work anymore.
That's foolish.
I had like all these games that I was like ready to start playing. I mean, I have like I don't have it here. I went to this like Uncharted 3 event and got like the first Uncharted and the second Uncharted. It's like a double disc like boxed set with like
Uncharted. Say it right, Frenchie. Uncharted.
Hey, Jeremy, where your khakis?
For my khakis. Oh dear.
So yeah, I want to play Uncharted and I can't. Anyway, but yes, I agree. That's a very good idea.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good idea.
And I'm currently sharing with Mason, whom I believe you've all met. You all have met Mason.
Yeah.
I know Mason.
Yes, Mason's good fellow, and he and I share, which means I've got room for 3 more people.
Perfect. Jeremy and I.
Perfecto. Yeah.
2 of them are in this room. Diana, you have very limited time.
I know, really.
I'm going to give it to somebody else.
No! No!
You have until Christmas.
Yeah.
If you don't acquire a PS3 by by the day after Christmas.
How the heck is... I'm like, what the crap?
What? That didn't make any sense.
No, I thought you froze and my battery thing popped up, so we should probably wrap this up.
You don't have your laptop plugged in?
It's not plugged in at the moment.
You are a filthy pirate hooker.
Chris.
But I was like, so Dana's going to get a PlayStation, Rocksmith, Rage,
no,
and
not
like
Rage.
a ton of games?
No. I canceled all of my pre-orders except for 2. One was Batman and Skyrim, and that was it. Everything else is canceled.
Those are the 2 games you need to own this holiday season.
Batman
and Skyrim. Those are the ones. Though, don't discount Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Oh, I saw that. Oh,
that comes out November 20th, and I really, really want it, but I'll already be 9 days deep in the land of Skyrim.
In the land of
that's
Skyrim.
The thing, is that that's probably the one game I might actually buy, and that's it.
All gaming
Skyward
stops.
Sword or Skyrim?
No, Skyward Sword.
Really?
Skyrim,
Alright, so here's the plan, Chris.
I'll just borrow from somebody at some point.
I'll buy Skyrim. You buy Skyward Sword.
Yeah, exactly. See? This is what we do.
This
Divide and conquer.
needs to happen. I think that's a very good idea. It's a very good idea.
What we need to do is establish the triangle trade for video games.
What are you doing, Alex?
I was dancing. This is why. Also, you become a buddy with Jeremy, Chris, and when you eventually play Borderlands,
you
will have access to all of the DLC, like I did.
Oh, Phil got me Borderlands.
You have it on PSN, right?
On the PC.
Yeah, but see, that's worthless because now you can't play with me and Jeremy. What, Diana?
I was going to say, are you guys on PlayStation or are you guys on Xbox?
Hey! Nope.
PlayStation.
What? You guys on PlayStation?
Yes.
I'll play Borderlands all by myself then.
Yes, you will. And that's sad.
Very sad.
No one told you to buy it on the Xbox?
Well, it's only the only system I have.
Oh.
I know.
That was ridiculous. All right.
Okay, wrap it.
We should start wrapping
Wrap it
because we're on borrowed time. I don't know when this is gonna go.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like I'm like
Just get up and get the plug,
deleting
dude.
files as we're recording.
All right, here we go. Let's wrap it up for the Ochocho. Hey, that verged on racist. Thank you for joining us this week. As always,
Video games?
you shut up.
Ooh, like the video games.
Shut up.
BT
I've never
Dubs,
seen
Jade Empire, Alex. They just announced that there's a possibility that Jade Empire is probably getting a sequel. Boom.
Oh, good.
Continue.
You can make people mad again.
Hey, nobody ever saw that video.
Creepy McOldwheels.
Where is that? We
No.
gotta bring that back, though.
That one's lost to the annals of history, sadly.
The
It's on a DV tape somewhere in Westchester.
Indeed.
Westchester. Continue.
Jade Empire sequel, huh? Well, maybe they'll not fuck it up this time.
Yeah, continue. Borrowed time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you all very much for joining us this week. And per the norm, I would like to encourage you to check out our website at www.gamerreaction.tv. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube account, our YouTube channel, where we put up videos, as people tend to do on YouTube. Great. Until next week, this is your old buddy Alex.
This is Diana.
This is Jeremy.
Jeremy! Come on!
What the fuck, Jeremy?
I was waiting for the video to switch over to me. Because it takes...
We went over this.
Oh my god.
But I had to wait for a second. It wasn't switching over right away.
Oh man.
Blame
Yeah, all right.
Google.
You know what?
Of course,
This is Chris reminding
borrowed
you that
time.
yes, we're on borrowed time. Choices are hard, and I finished the sequence. If nobody understands what that is,
No,
Nobody knows.
oh, just getting sex?
That was the end of the podcast. Stop talking, everyone.
this one, I gotta finish this. I've owned Geometry Wars 2 for years.
That's what that was?
I've owned Geometry Wars 2 for years, and I've finished every mode in that game except for Sequence, which you'll have to look this up. The gameplay mode Sequence. Just know that I've had the game for years, and I will casually go back to it and try and beat the Sequence, and this weekend I finally finished it.
This is so funny because you put a Facebook status message up that said, I know we're on borrowed time, but hey, it'll run out or it won't. That said, after years of strife, the sequence is complete.
Yeah.
It was so
Half the people
cryptic.
that I knew took that as hey, I've decided to move to Oregon.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought too.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what you meant.
Savannah even asked me about that. She was like, what did Chris mean? I was like, well, I think he means this.
I thought-
Obviously, he was talking about games.
I was talking about Geometry Wars 2. Go look it up. Go look up Sequence. It's just this incredibly hard thing to do. Well, at least for me it was. Years in the making, and I finally finished it yesterday.
Congratulations, Chris.
Yay.
Yeah. So now I think I'm only one achievement away from finishing that game off completely.
Well done.
That's it.
So, congratulations. Everyone shut up now. We'll see you next week.